Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mermaid Radio. You are listening to this week's Universal Energy reading using the 16 Cowrie and the Veve prophecy cards. I am Mami Olufunke. This reading is in effect from today, Monday, November 2nd, through Sunday, November 8th, 2020. Let's get started. The universal energy reading for the planet this week sees 6 Cowrie on the mat and Olokun Azaka in the Veve prophecy cards. This reading speaks, Earth Mother is asking the priesthood, all of any priests, priestesses, please get out to the water's edge, on the mountainside, in the valleys, by streams. Just get out and pray for Earth Mother's survival, for her to continue, for her to be strong, so that those who seek to enjoy benefit at her expense cease and desist, that they can find something else to do, that they can understand that we really have dug up enough for the time being from Earth Mother. She needs to rest. Earth Mother needs to replenish herself. The gold, the diamonds, the rubies, the oil, all of these things need to replenish so that Earth Mother is full and comfortable. Without a lot of that oil under the land, I believe we're going to see shifts in the plates, which means we're going to have earthquakes. So in order to avoid that happening in a major way, we need to cease from dragging up more oil than we can store, more oil than we can use. Ashe. The universal energy reading for the people this week sees 10 Cowrie on the mat and Linglesu Ogun in the Veve prophecy cards. Here, between us people, we are complaining one to the other about, look what you did, look what you said. When I did you this, you did me that. We have to stop complaining. We have to live in the moment and build something better for ourselves. Our crying over spilled milk, our crying about our situation as communities is because we hold people in contempt, which means we live in the past. What you did to me yesterday, what you speak to me, how you look at me. We're going to have to leave each person to their opinion and let it be their problem. We cannot take on one another in such a negative fashion. We have to walk in our glory and walk in our happiness and leave negative thoughts and behaviors outside of us, outside of our relationships, outside of our households. Ashe. The universal energy reading for love this week sees 7 Cowrie on the mat and Obatala Aizan in the Veve prophecy cards. Between lovers, things can go well where we keep our promises to one another, where we're respectful of our boundaries, respectful of what we know to be our place in the relations to each other. These things change over time, and people will express that they want one thing now, and later they will understand that that's not working and they need to change it. Sometimes this will happen. Where money is concerned between lovers, be smart, be economical. Buy a new car if you absolutely need one. The wheels are falling off the old wagon, so you need a new one. But not just because the old one, people have seen you in it enough, and now you want a new one because it's cuter and people will see you in that one. It really does you harm to go into debt for something so frivolous. What people think of you, they think of you. And to have a new car that you have to struggle to pay for so that people can be happy when they look at you is really frivolous. It's unnecessary, because if people don't like you in the old car, they're not going to like you in the new car. If people like you, they love you, they think well of you. If they don't, no matter what you get, what you have, what you do, what you think about, it's going to be the same. They don't like you, they don't love you. And it's okay. There's enough people in the world, I'm sure, in all this 7.6 billion people on this planet, you can find love, friendship, happiness, and joy between you and another. Ashe. The universal energy reading for money this week sees 8 Cowrie on the mat, and Eshu Ling Lasu in the Veve prophecy cards. Where our money is concerned and where we have made contracts with people, we really need to step to it and keep up with it. I always stress that in these readings. We need a plan. We need to know what we're doing, know where we're going, and we need to keep our perspective on money wholesome so that we are not grasping at another's possessions, and we need to be humble in what we have so that other people won't have to feel like they want to grasp at ours or be jealous of ours or hold us in contempt. And where you fail to keep your promise and where you fail to follow the plan, if it involves other people, you need to apologize as soon as you recognize the mistake, or if it's brought to your attention. You really need to apologize to avoid a bigger showdown at a later date. You don't want people to come after you for money or time or contracts simply because they can and because they feel you're too arrogant to make an apology. So it's very important misunderstandings be handled as soon as they're brought up or you recognize them. Ashe. The universal energy reading for health this week sees 6 Cowrie on the mat, Agbao Rune Aizan in the Veve prophecy cards. In this reading, it bothers me a little. 6 Cowrie says that things are not what we think they are. Things are not as, maybe in the last few readings, I said, oh, things are good, we feel better. But I also always say we have to continue what we're doing, eating right, being mindful of our diet and exercise, rest. Those are very important for us to maintain optimal health. If you went off over this weekend on the candy, on the sweets for Halloween, you could really, really, really hurt yourself. So if you know you need to keep up with your blood sugar, please keep up with it because it's very important. You might look at it and think you see one thing and you can have a little sugar. Before you have that sugar, take it again just to make sure you're okay and you're good to eat the sweets. Even though it might cost you a little more money in testing and equipment, it's much easier to buy more equipment than it is to fix high blood sugar. So just be careful, everyone, this week. If your doctor gives you something to do, exercise, rest, diet, please be aware of it and follow that prescription. You will need it this week. Ashe. The universal energy reading for spiritual development this week sees 9 Cowrie on the mat and Aizan Tambors in the Veve prophecy cards. Between us in spiritual communities, between us as spiritual people, we cannot slander one another. I won't say work negative magic against. 9 Cowries talks about negative magic. I won't say it's going to be negative magic. It's just slander. Oh, look what she has on. Oh, why didn't she wear this thing? Oh, why is he always playing the drum like that? Or did we ask for that? Or we shouldn't pick out those kind of things, especially behind people's backs. Okay. If you are a drummer or a singer, you need to ask consent before you start drumming and singing so that you can avoid this kind of thing behind your back. If you're supposed to wear a blue hat and you don't have one, wear a blue scarf, buy a blue hat, or just don't wear one at all. Bring what you have and ask, is this okay? So that you can just keep peace and calm in the group. It's better. Ashe. This has been Mami Olufunke's Universal Energy Reading. I thank you for joining me this week. I pray everyone had a wonderful Halloween weekend. And now it's November and it's time to give thanks. It's a month for giving thanks. So be gracious and be grateful for all that you are. I pray that everyone stays safe. I thank you for joining me. All my new subscribers, all my old subscribers. I thank you. Please tell more people. If you like this information and find it useful, like, subscribe, and add notifications to know when the next video is available. Have a great week, everyone. Odabo.